Good morning, fellow web designers. Happy Sunday. Welcome to Web Designer Habits. And I'm Cami McNamara, the author of the Web Designer Habits newsletter. I like to share a habit for web designers to adopt each week to help them run their business better. This week, the habit of the week is to budget for business travel. And I think it's incredibly important to go to conferences and to connect with other web designers. I can tell you that my trips to WordCamps and other conferences related to web design and WordPress have always left me coming home inspired with new friends and just sort of like gave me that shot of enthusiasm for my job that can kind of wane over time. So coming up in August is WordCamp US, and I'm going to admit I'm not attending this year, which is it's going to be the first year I haven't attended since, they were canceled during COVID. But I did attend PressConf in April of this year in Tempe. And I kind of at the time was wavering. Am I going to do both of these trips to Phoenix area in the same year? And so this year, I'm not going to do that. That, along with the fact that I am a Pacific Northwesterner, and going into Phoenix, Arizona in August just wilts my will to live. So for those of you, though, that have never been to a WordCamp and that can tolerate the heat, I just want to recommend that you get a ticket and go. WordCamps are very affordable, and I just can't sing their praises enough in terms of making connections. When I was preparing to write my newsletter this morning, I realized that there are some local WordCamps that are reemerging and that Santa Clarita, California is having a WordCamp at the end of July. And so if you're in the Southern California region, that could be a very good WordCamp to go to. I know one of the organizers, very nice guy, and I just can't express enough how WordCamp and attending conferences assisted my growth, not only as a web designer, but just in the friendships in my life. I have so many friendships that I have gained through attending WordCamps, and these are lasting friendships that I will have long after I maybe retire from this industry, which I'm not planning to do for forever and ever and ever because I love my job every day. But it can be, I remember the first time even just buying a ticket for my local WordCamp. It was like, do I want to spend this money? I think it was only $50, or $25. It was so cheap, but you take time out of your day. You're not there for family events. And back then my son was still in high school sports. I'm pretty sure I missed something to attend WordCamp. And it's really important to take time for yourself and your development as a designer. So pushing a couple of things off to the side every now and then is totally worth it when it comes to attending WordCamp. But then there's the whole part about paying for it, right? And if you're not planning ahead to pay for it, then you can feel like it's an incredible hit. My very first WordCamp US, I was enlisted as a volunteer by GoDaddy to be a brand ambassador. I was the first one they ever had. And they actually paid for me to attend my first WordCamp in Nashville. And oh my gosh, I had the greatest time. And I think part of it was because the trip was paid for. I was trying to give back so much to GoDaddy for giving me the opportunity that, man, I worked in their booth like constantly. I was there for teardown. I didn't attend a lot of the events I didn't attend one talk at my first WordCamp US because I was going to work in that booth the whole time and make them know how appreciative I was. And that was great because I went the next year. and to WordCamp St. Louis. And that was really, really fun. After COVID kind of stopped that, and I was no longer like in the GoDaddy fold as a brand ambassador, I started attending on my own. And of course, I was instantly drawn to wanting to like hang out in the GoDaddy booth the whole time. But I also just started making more and more friends, and GoDaddy had a few of us be brand ambassadors. So we all made friends with each other. And then going to WordCamp really became more of an exercise in seeing all the friends that I didn't get to see on a regular basis. So actually, my newsletter, Web Designer Habits, is solely kind of born out of the experience of connecting with other web designers at WordCamps and knowing that we're all kind of facing the same battles all the time and how much we can help each other. So I do have a online Facebook group called WebCami Cafe. I would love for you to join. I would love for you to sign up for my newsletter at webdesignerhabits.com. You can listen to this on the WebCami Podcast. I repurpose these videos that I have on YouTube for that. And most importantly, if you could like and subscribe, that would be very helpful as I attempt to grow this YouTube channel. So if you're interested in just getting one habit each week, and it's small, it's not something like this isn't going to make or break you. You can decide what amount of money you want to put away each month. If you're wanting to go to a big WordCamp and you're wanting to, maybe you don't know anybody and you're going to foot the bill for your own hotel or Airbnb and your flight and everything else, I recommend putting away like $150 a month. That way, at the end, you're going to end up somewhere around $2,000, something close to that. And that will go a long way to getting you on this trip. And remember, it's a tax write-off. So you get to write it off, and it's really a learning experience to attend. I just want to mention as well that I'm very sad that I cannot attend WordCamp Canada this year. I've already booked a trip to Utah to visit a friend, so I can't make it. But I attended WordCamp Vancouver, which was just a regional WordCamp, and I actually spoke at it in 2023. It is single-handedly one of the best WordCamps I remember attending. There were so many talks that I wanted to attend. Even during my own talk, I was wishing I could hear another talk because it was such a good one. And I have full expectation that the WordCamp Canada team is just going to do a great job this year. And Vancouver is one of the most beautiful cities that you could ever see. My husband and I went on a vacation there last summer and attended a concert, spent like 3 days just walking around. I highly recommend Yaletown, the neighborhood, as a place to stay. But all these links are in my newsletter. So if you're interested in signing up again, webdesignerhabits.com. I hope you have a wonderful Sunday. I am going to actually go to the beach today because we don't get 80 plus degrees in Seattle, and I plan to take full advantage of it. So again, I'm Cami McNamara. I've been building websites for 25 years as a solopreneur, and I just really appreciate you listening today, and have a great work week.